Welcome to Virtually News, where we tell you the news you didn't know you needed to know. Tito Mboweni delivered the 2020 medium-term budget yesterday. And man, the country is happy with it. No, not really. Let's go over a few items to see if we can find reason to rejoice. But don't hold your breath. To start off with, the South African economy is expected to contract by 7.8% this year. So that means more businesses closed and higher unemployment. But it's okay because the government is predicting a 3.3% growth next year. And we know how good they are at predicting these things. So their plan is to raise taxes. Now you may think me strange, but raising taxes on an already shrinking tax base doesn't really make sense. I would think that under the current circumstances, they'd want to actively increase the tax base and boost economic growth. If that was the goal, surely lower taxes, cutting regulations and making funding available to new businesses would be a far better option. That way, new businesses would be able to get off the ground quite quickly, employ people, pay tax, and the employees would also be able to pay tax, and voila, you don't have to raise taxes. You get more tax income, unemployment drops, and the economy grows. Perhaps it's time to put business first, but hey, what do I know? Maybe one day the government will realize that their labour first policies are crap, when there's no more labour. Anyway, the government is far too focused on making people poor and themselves rich, so the people are dependent on them because, well, socialism works. Another item that the government has proposed is a public service wage freeze for the next 3 years. No doubt the unions will be up in arms and the government workers who didn't lose a cent during the lockdown will strike for more money. I don't think we'll notice if they aren't there. The benefit is that the country will save a few bucks since they don't get paid while they're on strike. And when the deal's finally made, the extra 1% they get will never make up for the loss in wages, but they'll celebrate the victory anyway. Seriously, this public sector is bloated, overpaid, inefficient, inept, and shouldn't be in charge of anything. It should be cut in half and staffed by people who want to do the work, and not these people who are only there for the money and do nothing. Since the country is in financial trouble, maybe cutting the politicians' outrageous salaries should be considered. And while they're about it, axe a few as well. Thank you. And now the big one. SAA. The South African Airways will be getting a 10.5 billion rand bailout. This is on top of the 16.4 billion that they got in February. The good news is that you, the regular citizen, is going to pay for it. You should be a happy and grateful patriot, knowing that you're helping save yet another poorly managed state-owned entity. The budget does include some cost savings, as reported by DA MP Tim Browteseth on Facebook. These include cutting funding to the SAPS by 1.2 billion rand, cutting justice funding by 1.2 billion rand, cutting education funding by 1.4 billion rand, cutting grants for new schools and hospitals by 12 billion rand. Because crime, education and healthcare are definitely not a problem in South Africa. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Please like and share our videos. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you never miss a broadcast.